Hey guys, welcome back to my channel, Gamer One here. I kind of wanted to touch base on the game, which I posted videos before on this channel before about Transformer Cybertron, the first game. So if you haven't checked out my other video, it's just gameplay of how I played through the whole entire game. So I kind of want to bring my thoughts on how this game is and how it plays out. Um, should this game deserve a remake? Yeah, it should. There is rumors saying that the game is gonna come out. I guess some kind of remake eventually. I don't know how true that is. I guess there was news saying that they lost the files or what company lost the files, but they kind of wanted to do a remake on the game and bring it out. The unfortunately, War for Cybertron and War for Cybertron 2 are the only games that came out on the 360 and the PS3 and PC. As you can see, I'm playing the PC version of the game. Can you find the PC version now? No, due to Activision pulling the license, for the franchise. Is it one of the better Transformer games that is out there as today's date in 2023? Yeah. Has there been any other Transformers game out there besides these two? No. Yes, but they really wasn't that good, and they're only the ones that were really relatively available was the Michael Bay Transformer, which is the movie one. This one is actually pretty famous for the Generation 1 Transformer as of back in the 80s when the cartoon was released. Like I said, back in the 80s. And due to the cartoon and stuff. I like this game particularly more personally because I feel that the game it captures that Generation 1 Transformer aspect. Have I beat this game several times? Yeah, 10 times over. I could say I could beat it all. I beat it like several times. I beat it on the PS3 at the time, and I beat it on the PC. It happened to Transformers happened to be one of the best, one of the series I hold close dear to me as growing up. The toy franchise, as you know, Hasbro owned the license and the right to Transformers, but as you know, Activision worked out some kind of deal with them to bring out the Transformers franchise. The two games, War for Cybertron and The Fall of Cybertron. I think they were both. I think they could have capitalized on it because I thought they had something going. They could have probably made about two, maybe no, maybe not two, but maybe three more games, maybe two more games or three more games. The way the kind of game, because they kind of went off where you start off as on Cybertron and you kind of work your way up. They haven't went to Earth yet, so it's kind of nice to see that how Cybertron looked before it went dark because of the Energon. So we all know how the Transformers went to Earth, but it was nice to see that gameplay of how you could play as, the Transformers. You could play one story as the Autobot, and the other half the Decepticon. So the movie, when Michael Bay came out with the movie, it did not do the franchise justice. Yeah, I think the first movie was good when it first came out, but then when they kind of like started butchering all the Transformers, Ironhide and all them later on in the series, I know they tried to do what they did in the cartoon, but it still didn't work out well. So this, I would say the Cybertron series, War for Cybertron, is a really, really, really good game. Like I said, can you find it now? Yes, probably. You could probably play it on your 360 from your 360. So, good thing on Xbox players and Xbox console. If you have the game, you can do the backward compatibility, and can you can play it on the Series X? Yeah, probably. On the PS3, is it still stuck on the PS3? Yes. There is no way to play backward compatibility on the PS3. Why Sony won't introduce that is very poorly on their part. So, like I said, I just kind of want to bring my thoughts on this game. I know I have, like I said, I have a whole series of videos down in my channel. If you want to watch the game from the beginning to end, because I did have that on there. It's been up there for like 2 years for people to see it. So I just want to give my take on this one. I will be loading up the Fall of Cybertron, which is the better game, but this one has a more darker tone to it. So I kind of want to bring my thoughts, like I said, on how this game is and how it plays. So I didn't have commentary in the story on the other videos because I kind of wanted to see the thing, see people wanted to see that gameplay without commentary. So let's get started. Unfortunately, I do not have my save data because I had deleted the game from my computer. So I just now, about an hour ago, uploaded it because I kind of wanted to talk about it and bring it to light, and people should know about this game and the gameplay. Well, like I said, I already have a lot of gameplay on there, so I'm not going to speak too much on it, but I kind of want to give my thoughts. And should they make a remake or a remaster? Not a remake. I don't say a remake because the game hasn't aged. It aged pretty well, but I would say as far as how the game play it is fine. It's nothing wrong with it. It's fine. I just think that they just need to do a remaster, or at least some kind of studio can do some kind of remaster like they did with the Ghostbuster franchise. And mind you, the Ghostbuster game that came out on the PS3 and the Xbox 360 and the PC, they re-released that, and I know that was done by Activision as well. So they should go ahead and try to give this game a proper remake. Hopefully you guys should, and I want to see newer gamers get a hold of this game and give it a shot, because it's one of the best Transformers games you can get your hands on. It's just unfortunately, due to licensing issue, it's not available on PC. But if you can probably find it on eBay, if somebody's selling it, you can probably find it dirt cheap if you want to get it. My whole thing is that, you know, it's just sad that Activision pulled the license on it. I don't know, because I know Hasbro wanted their this is owned by them, so they probably have some kind of license issue between them. But as far as I know, should they release a new Cybertron game? Yeah, they should, because right now, I mean, they have the toys available out for this game. So if you want to pick up the toys, you could relatively find them at Walmart. If not, because I know I went to Walmart and found them a couple times. If you want to find them on eBay, definitely. I mean, not eBay. Yeah, eBay has them too as well. I'm sorry about that. Or you can find them on Amazon. Amazon is another place you can find it on if you want to find the toys and whatnot. Also, Amazon, if you want to find the game, then relatively you can probably find them. You can probably find a physical copy of the game on Amazon. So without further ado, let's get started. The reason why I'm not going into gameplay directly is because I already have a whole bunch of videos posted on this game. So if you want to click on my channel, and if you want to see those games, they're down there. They're down there relatively. So if you want to watch them, they're there. So let's get started. I will kind of want to give you guys this. Unfortunately, disable the multiplayer. As you can see, I'm clicking on the multiplayer. They disabled the multiplayer. It's not available. Unfortunately, you know, I used to play the multiplayer back in the day on the PS3 and the PC. PS3 had a better audience of playing the game than it is on the PC. So with that going, I won't be clicking on it because, like I said, the servers are not available. So survival, escalation, survival. You can find a bunch of waves with your friends and stuff like that. I never really played that. It really wasn't for me. I mean, honestly. So, setting. We're gonna go into settings definitely because we want to check that out. We're gonna go into graphics. As you can see, my monitor by 1600. You got the full screen mode on. If I want to put texture, I'm gonna put them on high. Yeah, we can do VSync. Yeah, why not? We don't want any screen tearing. So I'm gonna play a little bit, but like I said, I do have a lot of viewers down below already. So, commit changes. Continue. Okay. So we're gonna go to controls here. My bad. We're gonna go to controls. I can use a mouse and keyboard, or you can use an Xbox controller, or a PlayStation 5, or any kind of controller, whatnot. So we're gonna use my Xbox here controller. It is wireless for me. We're gonna go here. We're gonna back out. Yeah. Okay. Camera sensitivity. Okay. So we kind of want to back out of that. Okay. So we're gonna back out of that. We got extras. So we got concept art. So as I said, I played this game before. As you go through the game, you start unlocking concept art, so you can see how the game was developed, how it was designed, whatnot, and per se. So you have to pretty much go through the whole game in order to unlock the concept art here. Movie. As you get through the story, you start unlocking the intro and stuff like that of the game, and how it's gonna play out and stuff like that. Like I said, I had already beat the game before. I deleted it from my hard drive. So it, unfortunately, on the PC version, once you delete the game, for this particular one, this is one of the rare titles. Once you delete the game, it has no you lose all save files, anything. It does not have cloud save, unfortunately. So, and plus on top of that, I have a brand new computer, which is newer. So you kind of lose everything on your previous computer. Same thing if you got a new, if it didn't have cloud save. Basically, if you got a new console, you would lose everything unless you transfer everything over to the new console, whatnot. So, unfortunately, yeah, I lost my game data, unfortunately. But like I said, third time I say, I do have videos for this. So if you guys want to check them out down on my channel, it's there. It's relatively there. I just, at the time, the reason why I don't talk about the game, or either relatively about the game, because at the time I did not have a webcam as I have right now. So the reason why you kind of see me pop up on new videos is because I have a webcam. So as you guys can see. So let's get started on that. Let's back out of that. And then you got unlockable characters. So you got Slipstream and RC. I think were these downloadable characters? I think so, per se. I think they were downloadable characters at the time, but they kind of included into the game. But I know for sure you can play with them during multiplayer, RC during multiplayer, and Slipstream through multiplayer. But as far as, I don't know if like I said, I don't think the server is activated. We can go back and try that to see if that server is activated, but I highly doubt it is. Or you can probably play by yourself with a bunch of NPC. So we can probably give that a try and see how that works. So as you see, RC, she looks pretty good from this to the movie, because I know the new movie is out and she was in that one. I didn't like how she looked pretty good for the CG. Don't get me wrong. I thought she looked pretty awesome. It's just that she didn't look like she did in the cartoon, in the movie. Because if you watch the Transformers movie, the animated movie, which came out in 1989 or 1980, it was around there. But you can relatively find that digitally on the Apple Store, because I own it on the Apple Store, and I own a physical copy which is on 4K. So you can buy it 4K and you can buy it Blu-ray. But my thoughts is on there is that I kind of wanted to bring where, she's one of the playable characters in here, and Slipstream is one of them too. She's also a female character, which there has never been a female Decepticon plane. So to have these two female characters in here, I think it's pretty awesome. So for what it is, so we will try to go into multiplayer, see how that plays out, see how it goes, and hopefully we can get in there. I'm hoping so. We'll see. So, like I said, these are the two playable characters, which I thought was pretty cool that they had it added in here. So maybe probably in survival. If we can't get into multiplayer, maybe we can get into survival and then see how that plays out. And of course, you know, you got the credit of how people who worked on the game, who their names are, blah blah blah. We're not gonna go on the detail on that, but yeah, if you guys want to see the credit, you know, comment down below. But more than likely, people don't want to see that, so we'll go down to there. You got an account, which is my account. Manage accounts online. Unfortunately, they cut the servers, so unfortunately, so we're gonna go to campaign. So let's see here. Pick here. You can adjust the visual, like if you want it light, or if you want it dark, or you want it dark, or you want it light. You know, you can go in between and whatnot. But we're gonna go in between. So I'm gonna accept that. Okay, you can have a co-op with a friend or whatnot. If you guys, like, if a friend comes over. Right now, I think it was online where you could co-op with each other. But the thing is that like, I can have my brother come over and play this game with me. So locally, so if he wants to come over physically, since I have a widescreen monitor, as you guys can tell, since I have a widescreen monitor, it works out pretty well. And widescreen monitors are very, very big. So if you have that, it's like basically hooking up to a TV in the living room. If you have one in your living room, it's basically like that. It's about the size. So they're pretty big. I like widescreen monitors personally because you get a better view of your peripheral and whatnot. Would I suggest the what is it, the G9 monitor? No, I have the G9 monitor, and I did not like it. Was too big and it was too wide for me. I don't mind having ultra wide monitor, which is this preference here, but I do not like the G9 Samsung G9 monitor. It's just too big, and I know they just came out with the newer monitor, which is not very good. I'm sorry. I know a lot of people prefer that. For me, it's just too darn big. So, so we're gonna go ahead and I'm sorry about rambling on that, but we're just gonna go ahead and go on the solo campaign. Okay, you can go easy, medium, hard. We're gonna go medium, hard. Do I want to kind of get my butt kicked? No. I mean, that's what I was playing my other videos on, was medium. So it wasn't. I just wanted to give that story aspect of it. That's why I have my other videos down there. So we're gonna head. Warning. Okay. So as you can see, you can pick between. Cause remember, you saw in the video aspect of it when I was posting that in the beginning in my video. You can see where the video kind of plays out chapter 1, and then you got the transformer. So you can switch between either one you want if you want to go Cybertron, or if you want to go Decepticon, or you want to go Autobot. You can play either. You can play either one in any order you want. You don't have to play it in that specific order. Would I suggest you play it from chapter 1 all the way to chapter 5 or 6 to chapter 6? Yes, I would, because you get a better story and a better feel for what's the story and what's going on. So let me click on this one. Like I said, I'm gonna play a little bit of chapter 1 just to give a commentary on it, my thoughts and stuff like that. Like I said, just click on my other videos if you don't want to watch it. I have no voiceover, no commentary on that, so if you want to check it out, you know, you're more than welcome to. Like I said, just click on my channel. It'll be War for Cybertron. So I'm gonna try to do the same thing for Fall of Cybertron, because I know Fall of Cybertron is one of the most many people's favorite. But this is kind of the first game, so I kind of want to touch base on it. And is it darker? It has a darker tone than Fall of Cybertron. I'm sorry, yeah, Fall of Cybertron. So it has a darker tone, color and everything. You'll kind of see when I get started. The color aspect of Fall of Cybertron is a little better. It has a lighter tone. It kind of I don't want to give away the story, so I do want to kind of play that, give you guys a story on that, but I don't want to give away anything on that. So let's get started on this. Pick that one. The crash site. Blah blah blah. So you can pick from maybe three characters. So one you can pick from Barricade. You can pick from Megatron. In Megatron now is the tank. They kind of made him a tank from for some odd reason. They made him a tank. In the 1980s version, he was a gun. He was a handheld gun. So he would transform into a gun. Starscream would use him. Sometimes the fire or Soundwave would use him. So they would hold him and fire at the Autobots and stuff. So I guess they switched him over to being a tank because they didn't want, promoting guns. We all know Transformers is for kids and stuff like that, growing up for us kids and stuff. But back in the day, there was not that really much of a violence. I mean, there was violence, but not enough now as it is now. But they wanted to bring in, like I said, Barricade. You got Megatron. He's a tank. I'm sorry. You got Megatron as a tank. You got Barricade as the car, which is pretty cool. I like how it looks like a little car, like a car, but it doesn't have like the glass on it, on like the windshield and stuff like that. So like I said, it's kind of cool to see how they look before they went to Earth, and how they per se and how they went. So I'm gonna pick Barricade. I know everybody's like, well, you're gonna pick Megatron. I'm not a big Megatron fan, but he's pretty cool, but you get to hear his voice and everything. You can change out their weapon. Okay. Well, you can't pick their weapon. You kind of get an intro here, which is pretty cool.
Has ravaged Cybertron.
Let's turn this up a little bit.
To the Transformers for millions of years. Megatron, leader of the Decepticons, recently discovered an ancient power that will give him the edge to win over the hated Autobots. Called Dark Energon, this power remains locked away in an orbital station under the protection of a Sky Commander named Starscream.
And you know what? And I will honestly sit here and say I like that voice that does that right there, per se. Let's turn this down a little bit. I like that voice, how he was kind of like, I don't buy it. I thought that was freaking awesome. So it kind of brought that 80s version of the cartoon. When I was playing it, I was like, when I first heard it, I was like, oh man, that sounds awesome. It's just like how the cartoon was back in the 80s, and I was like amazed how they did that. So did I like the voice actor for Megatron in here? No, I'd rather him have the 80s Megatron from the cartoon, because they have Peter Weller as Optimus Prime, but they didn't use the same voice actor for Megatron in the series, which I felt they should have did, because you can't have the original voice. It's like when Batman, when you had what was his name, Kevin Conroy and Kevin Conroy, and you had what's his name playing the Joker. I can't remember his name right now. I have always thought of his name, but you had him playing his voice, and it's like you can't have one or the other without the other. So you got him playing the Joker, and you got what's his name playing back? Michael Keaton. I'm sorry. Kevin Conroy playing Batman. It's like you can't have one without the other playing each voice. So for them to kind of do this, where they have Peter Weller playing the voice of Optimus Prime, and then not have the original voice actor for Megatron, and you can't have one or the other. And the way they kind of did that, I felt was kind of cheesy. So that's like He-Man. Back in the day in the 80s, when the voice actors played He-Man and Skeletor, those two worked off of each other so well. So that's my thought on that. But let's get going. Like I said, as you can see, it's a little darker and stuff like that. We're gonna go down here. Jump up here. But as you can see, it looked really, really good on PC. It really, really did. It didn't look that good on the 360 or the PS3, unfortunately. I mean, you know, you still had your 1080p, but on here, when you got a higher end monitor, it looks really, really crisp and great. So, for what it is, you know, you got the darker areas over here, you know, and then you got the lighter areas, kind of like on the wall. You can see the little details and stuff like that, the nicks and stuff like that. Had the game aged pretty well? The game aged very, very well. It still looks really, really good from when it came out back in the early 2000s or whatnot, or yeah, the early 2000s. So you can fire your gun here. You can put up a shield. That's like a special right there. You can put up a shield, whatnot. Let me see here. If I can transform here. Okay, you can zoom in. Then you can fire your gun, or you can go. Oh yeah, here it is. That's it. You can hit somebody, like you walk up to them. You can smack them. You know, if you hold down this button here, you can smack them. If you want to transform, you hold down this button here. You can drive around. You can speed up. You can use your gun, whatnot. So we're gonna transform. We're gonna go ahead and jump up here. Let's continue the story here a little bit. We're gonna keep going. We're gonna jump up here. We're gonna follow these guys here.
Watch out! Megatron, this way!
Which is kind of cool. You know, as you say, it's kind of save, whatever. But like I said, unfortunately with this game, I wish I would have been able to keep my cloud, if it would have done cloud save data from my other videos and stuff like that, then I could be able to show you guys a little bit more. But unfortunately, this is just one of those games that it does not show cloud save and whatnot. So, you know, you got Starscream. I think in this one he hasn't really joined the Decepticons yet. He was more of the Autobot, which I thought was pretty cool that they showed him kind of with the more of the Autobot at the beginning than he was a Decepticon. So, you know, him and Megatron and whatnot. So it's kind of cool. And you know, we all know Starscream will try to take over the, you know, the leaders of the Decepticon. You know, try to overthrow Megatron and whatnot. So as you can see, you got a little, like I said, you can zoom in here and shoot here. You can automatically reload and whatnot. Alright, you got this one. Let's get this one here. Okay. So picked up the tutorial online and okay, then you can also hit this. It was a hit that up on. There we go. Okay, so I want to get restocked on bullet. There we go. We're gonna reload there. Okay, so yeah, okay, so we're gonna go through here. Okay, let's try this. I want to go a little bit speedy here. Oops, sorry about that. But as you can see, it's pretty cool where I just want to kind of show a little fast pace of how this game is. So here we go. Oh, I hit the wall. Not good. That wasn't fun. Okay, here we go. It's like I don't understand why they're not shooting, but whatever. I know you can switch your weapon. Well, they got it. Okay, cool. Okay. So you kind of see you walking and stuff like that. So you kind of see that aspect and stuff like that. Let's see. Let's. Okay. There we go. Okay. You can kind of see where the door. It doesn't look very. It doesn't do the. It doesn't do the thing justice. So. You know, you can kind of see like right over here where the wall, like here, kind of like right over there, like between where, see where my cursor is, it looks pretty good, but where my cursor is right here, well, it's kind of a little grimy. You can kind of see where the game aged, the aging part of it. It doesn't, like I said, it does not do the game justice at all. But is it still a good game in 2023? Yeah, it aged very, very well. It's just in some areas you can tell where they kind of took shortcuts. Like you can see the boxes here a little bit. You can see, but when you kind of back out a little bit, you can't see the little detail. But you can kind of, where my cursor is, you can kind of see where it just, well, it kind of looks a little funky. But you can kind of see this object here, where my cursor is, kind of looks a little bit off. But you can kind of see the detail on here a little bit. But has it background kind of age? The age, yes, yes they did. So you know that's your health right there. So if you want to, you can kind of see where it's dark and stuff like that. Like I said, you can kind of see where it's dark. You can kind of see where some of the, like that Autobot kind of aged a little bit. Didn't look right there when he transformed. This is kind of bad, but I think it's only because due to like loading and whatnot. So we'll see here. Get behind here. We don't want to get shot up here. So we're gonna keep going. Okay, there we go. So sorry about that. I kind of have my little pet out running around, so he's kind of getting on my little feet there. So kind of distracting me. Sorry about that. Okay, so you got this. You can kind of see where the screen here, where, look at my cursor. You can kind of see where it's loading up a little bit. Where you can kind of see, like right there, it looks a little bad. But right there looks okay. But in some area. But you can kind of see where the little, like you try to make it look with the thing right there where my cursor is. Where it kind of make it, it still looks a little wonky, but in the background you can kind of see where the fire is and stuff like that going on, which is kind of it kind of blends in and stuff. Like I said, some of the stuff is not really good the way it looks, but is it still playable? Yeah. So let's go ahead and reload. So we're gonna fire at these guys. Okay, come on. I'm out of bullet. Okay, there we go. So if you transform, you get ammo. You get extra ammo. So if you want to fire at these guys, you can. There you go. You get more of a. There you go. So back out of that. Let's see here. We're gonna go over here, and we're gonna jump up here.
Cybertron, Southwest Pier, establishing a forward base.
Transmit your coordinates, Southwest.
So we're gonna go.
Everything ready upon my arrival.
So this is pretty much like that little blue area where my thing is. It's showing where you guys where you go and where you're gonna go and to the next area. So you probably already got that by looking at my video here. So we're gonna keep going here. See, okay, now remember I said you can switch out your weapon. So you can switch this weapon, which is going to be a rocket launcher or whatnot. Or you can pick, or you pick your other weapon. I'm guessing you probably lose your weapon after you switch over, which is unfortunately. So you have to be very picky on what weapon you want to pick when you're playing this game, because you can easily run out of ammo. But like you said, like I said, you get ammo as your robot form, and you get ammo as your transform form, the car form. So we're gonna go ahead and do this.
They don't want to get shot. They shouldn't show up.
So you can kind of see where the guys came out. So we want to. Okay, we want. We don't want that. Okay. Okay. So you guys stuck on him, so that's a good sign right there. There we go. It took a bit to go off there. So did you get stuck on him? Yes, it did. Got stuck on his hand. So come on, blow up already. It takes a little bit to blow up, unfortunately. Some of the weapons in this game are not really good. Oh my god, come on. Okay, yeah, I got him, okay. And he didn't blow up. I don't think that was the guy I got either one. And see, I'm kind of low on ammo. Like I said, you gotta be really, really particular on what weapon you pick in this game, because you can really mess up and the game is not gonna perform. You can easily die. It depends on what weapon. Can you die a lot in this game? Yes. So, okay, so there we go. I got ammo for all that. That was an ammo area other than the box. Let me see if I can remember. Can you get the weapon? Yeah. Okay, so I can switch weapon from this one, or I can switch to this one. So I still kept the gun and whatnot. So, per se, but we're gonna keep going here. Is it a good game to pick up in 2023? Yeah, if you can find it, go for it. It'd probably be like dirt cheap and it'd probably be dirt cheap for secondhand market, or it could be a little, or it could, due to the licensing and how this game was. Due to that, it's probably gonna go up in price. So on the secondhand market, you can probably find it if you still have your old consoles and stuff like that. You can still probably find it and whatnot. So as you can see, that kind of loaded up. I kind of was paying attention to that too right here. So it looked grimy, but then it kind of loaded in. So it kind of took a little bit to load in. Why? I don't know. It's probably how the game was made. I have a newer PC, so why is it taking so long? I don't know. So we're gonna go ahead and do that. But that's my thoughts on this game. So like I said, I didn't want to play too much into it, but that's how this game is. So let's go ahead and keep going. Let's go ahead and go. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut this video short. Like I said, I just wanted to kind of show you guys a little bit of gameplay and my thoughts on how this game is. So like I said, if you guys want to check out the rest of this game and how the gameplay is and stuff like that, I have more down up below. And if you want to see the story, like I said, I have the game from start to finish. So if you want to check that out, you know, go right ahead. And I will see you guys on the next video. You guys stay awesome, and I'll see you on my next video. And if you like this video, like and subscribe. And like I said, I will see you guys in the next video. And you guys stay awesome and have an awesome day.